The benchmarks are only guidelines. The state left the final decision up to districts on purpose, meaning there is nothing they can do to punish districts that decide to reopen anyway. Superintendent Hoffman saying this puts teachers in a tough position of deciding between the profession they love and the health risk to themselves and their families. ABC 15's Cameron Polam checked in with teachers today who say there's just no easy answer.
There's no doubt the similarities are clear.
God, we want them here so bad. It's, what we do. It's kind of, what we live for.
It's extremely important that kids are in the classroom.
But so are the differences.
Coming back to school with something so rampant and contagious and completely unknown as to how it's going to affect you is really scary.
Based on the studies I've seen, I am not at all worried about getting COVID from a student.
2 teachers currently conducting distance learning at Valley Private Schools. Lauren Feldbauer teaches special ed.
Maybe it's because my older brother has autism, or so it's always been kind of part of my life. And so I always have had a special place in my heart for those kids with extra exceptionalities who need a little extra support.
It's led to tears, pride, and affirmation for 5 years now. But providing that support virtually during a pandemic just isn't a perfect system. Her students generally require a much more hands-on approach in every aspect of the learning process.
We understand it's a stressor for parents, of course, because they really have to be there kind of the whole time, assisting them in everything they do. And usually they're here with us with all of our support.
However, as an educator and a parent, she says schools should wait, and many of her coworkers feel the same.
I think right now we should keep it to distance learning, although it's a struggle and not necessarily what's best for our kids or their education. It's best for them health-wise.
Corey Thompson, a Valley Middle School history teacher, doesn't agree. He has no fear about returning to the classroom and says students may fall behind if we don't.
You can see, all right, this is the concept that they're understanding, so I don't have to spend too much time on that. But you can also see at the flip side, if they're really struggling.
It's those small nuances inside the classroom that can equate to success or failure. He says his students are participating virtually, but it just isn't the same.
We shouldn't be telling families you have to do this or that. Here's the option. Pick what works best for your family.
He wants all learning options on the table. Right now, that's just not available, something that will soon change as the state looks to get back to school. I'm Cameron Polam, ABC 15, Arizona.